Since Castro was open and radical as a leader and brutal towards his enemies also reverted back in the same manner. Cuban history states that Castro was successful in dodging 634 assassination threats from various parts of the world. Some reports also suggest that obscure assassination plans such as infecting his diving suit with a fatal fungal species, poisoning his cigars with Botox, suicide bombings etc. were all plotted against him. He also managed to escape attacks from the CIA. Being famous. A tough fight and revolutionary spirit of Fidel that made him the Prime Minister of Cuba, lasted from the year 1976 to 2008, which is more than half a decade, where he outlasted 9 U.S. presidents from Dwight Eisenhower to Bill Clinton. Thus, he stands third on the list of longest-serving head of the state after Britain's Queen Elizabeth and the King of Thailand. Cigars have a cult status and have usually made their way into the elite's pockets. Fidel Castro was also one such cigar lover. He fancied the Cuban Cohiba, a premium Cuban cigar brand, to such a great extent that the limited production of cigars by this brand were done exclusively for Fidel Castro and some high-end officials of the Communist Party of Cuba and Cuba government. Late, he quit smoking in 1985 for health reasons. Although each and every public speech made by Fidel Castro was remarkably powerful and created long-lasting impact on his audiences, but he made history on September 29, 1960, where he became a Guinness Book World Record holder for the longest speech ever delivered at the United Nations that was 4 hours and 29 minutes long. Yet, this was not Fidel's personal high, as he had also given a 7 hours long speech in Cuba itself.
Not a lot of people know this, but Castro played a lot of evil games during the Cold War, manipulating people in order to defeat U.S. The tiff between U.S. and Cuba was known to the entire world and it all started with Castro overthrowing the American military imperialist Batista and later nationalizing all United States-owned factories, businesses, oil refineries and casinos. America the reiterated with Bay of Pigs invasion and also the Cuban Missile Crisis, but failed in defeating Castro. That made the U.S. government all the more angry, thus, becoming two of the major attacks in the Cold War. Fidel then applied all his power and influence, supporting the Soviet Union against the United States, yet America won the Cold War and consequently World War II and rose as the world's most powerful nation, which was a huge defeat for Fidel Castro.